Namaste. Welcome to Shubham Alok Astrology. On this auspicious occasion of the first day of the winter Navaratri of 2020, I am going to share you small secrets related to Navamsha. These are small secrets, but the technique is small or not depends on if you are able to use it or not. The thing that I am going to teach you right now in this video is something phenomenal. It took years of research, years of sleepless nights, years of pains and hard work to research this. This is something which was never researched before, never taught before. It is all genuine and original content that I myself have researched. A technique which mixes Indian philosophy, Indian divinity, and Indian spirituality with astrology to make it Vedic, astrology. That's the subtle difference between astrology and Vedic astrology. Why we call Vedic astrology is Vedic? Because the Vedic astrology is dependent on the concepts that comes from Vedas. That's why it is Vedic. In the Vedic aspect of Vedic astrology, I am adding one more technique that took me years to research. It is a great secret that no one taught before me. I'm the first one to teach you. I'm the first one to teach this in my Kala Chakra webinar and for the benefit of the astrological community. Now I'm making this video so that I can share my knowledge with all of you. The technique is of D9. The technique is related to Navamsha. What are the uses of Navamsha? If you ask me, I will tell you primarily there are two uses of Navamsha. Uses number one, deciding the strength of the planet. Uses number two, deciding the auspiciousness or inauspiciousness of the planet. There are two famous slokas related to Navamsha that you all must have heard before. Shloka 1. If a planet is exalted in Rashi but debilitated in Navamsha, the planet is supposed to give the bad result. Shloka number 1. Shloka number 2. If the planet is Vargottam in Navamsha, then auspicious result related to the planet will come. These two shlokas will hint at two different aspects of Navamsha. Aspect 1, related to strength. The planet may be exalted in D1, may be exalted in Rashi, but if he becomes debilitated in Navamsha, when he becomes debilitated in D9, the strength of the planet gained in D1 is lost. And the planet behaves as he is not powerful at all. The planet behaves as he has lost his power. This is the secret implication of the shloka, which hints at that Navamsha is primarily used to decide the strength of the planet as well. A planet otherwise strong will become weak if he is into a bad Navamsha. On the other hand, Vargottam planet being in the same Rashi in D1 and same Rashi in D9 is called Vargottam. Planet being in the same Rashi in D1 and the same Rashi in D9 tends to make the planet auspicious. This is the auspicious factor of D9. That D9, Navamsha, just by the virtue of favoring a planet, will tend to make the planet auspicious. About Devi, about Durga, about the Divine Mother, we know that in these 9 nights of Navaratri, we worship the 9 forms of Devi. But what is Devi in reality? Devi is Shakti, Devi is power. And the Navadurgas, the 9 incarnations of Devi, is just the 9 different formats of energy. And these 9 different formats of energy, these Navadurgas, can be related to the 9 Navamshas in the horoscope. Yes, they can be. Navadurgas, the list for them you will find in the 2nd, 3rd and 4th shloka of Devi Kavach. Pratamam Shailaputri tu Titiyam Brahmacharni Tritiyam Chandra Ganteti Kushimandeti Chaturthakam Panchamam Skandamateti Shashtyam Kattayaniti Cha Saptamam Kal Ratriti Mahagauriti Chashtamam Navmam Siddhi Datri Cha Navdurga Prakritata is the shloka. The first Devi is Shailaputri, and the first form of energy, the first incarnation of energy, Shailaputri, is very much identical to, very much in tune with, very much in synchronization with the first Navamsha. The first Navamsha is 0 degree to 320 degree in any sign. So if any planet is between 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes in any sign, then that planet is in the first Navamsha. And the first Navamsha is controlled by Shailaputri. I taught this technique in my Kal Chakra webinar as well, Kal Chakra crash course as well, which is now available for purchase on my website. So if you want to purchase that, you can go and purchase that as well. Right, the first Navamsha is equated to Shailaputri according to my research. Now what is Shailaputri? Shailaputri is the format of Devi. Shailaputri is the format of Divine Mother, who is the child of, who is the daughter of Himalaya, the king. Shaila means mountain, Putri means child. The child of the mountain is what is meant by Shailaputri. What does it indicate? The first Navamsha of any sign will fall in Aries, Cancer, Libra or Capricorn. Any planet in 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes in any sign will either fall in Aries or will fall in Cancer or will fall in Libra or will fall in Capricorn only. Only these signs he will fall into. Right? The planet in the first Navamsha, suppose he falls in Aries. Aries indicates a ram. And that ram of Aries is jumping from one hill to another hill. And this aspect is indicated by the first Navamsha for a fire sign. So if any planet is in 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes in Aries, Sagittarius or Leo, it indicates the jumping of the ram. In the signification of that planet, you will be very much troubled. You will have to go to the different poles related to the signification of that planet. There will be two completely opposite and completely different significations of that planet happening at the same time. For an example, suppose you have Venus in the first Navamsha. Suppose you have Venus in the first Navamsha. Remember that it is the ram jumping over 2 hills. So what will happen? That the person having Venus in the first Navamsha will be the most devoted person to his spouse. But at the same time, will be the one who will ogle at other woman while in the market, who will ogle at other woman while in the shopping place, while shopping or while traveling. So the two completely different aspects of the same planet Venus will happen simultaneously. This is the indication of the first Navamsha. Right. The other thing is, the RAM has a distinct quality of being unconscious. Whenever the RAM gets a sense of hunting, whenever the ram gets a sense of that he can be killed by some animal, he can be killed by some prey, he tends to lose his consciousness. He tends to become unconscious. That is the speciality with rams. When they sense danger, they tend to become unconscious. That is what happens with the planet in the first Navamsha. So suppose you have Mercury in the first Navamsha between 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes in any sign. Then what will happen? The person will be a very good speaker. The person will be very good in giving speech. The person will be very good in making his words understood to the people. But when you push that person to the stage, when you tell that person to speak in front of an audience, he will start stammering. He will not find the appropriate words. He will remain silent for some time. He will start becoming nervous. He will start having, he will start, feeling anxiety. He will start getting hyper. So planet in the first Navamsha does indicate disease related to the signification of planet. So suppose someone is having, say, Venus in the first Navamsha. The person will always think of sexuality. 24/7 he will think of sexuality only. But whenever he will face a woman, he will have a premature ejaculation. He will have an early ejaculation. He will ejaculate very quickly. The trait of the ram being unconscious will come. He will imagine about the scenario in his mind. He will imagine the scenario in his mind from different angles. And he will kill it every time, but in his mind. When he will really face the scenario, when he will really face the problem, when he will really come in front of the problem, he will become unconscious. He will tend to lose his control. That's the first signification that comes from Shailaputri. The child of mountains, Shailaputri. The background of the planet, the past experiences related to the planet in the first Navamsha is never good. The past experiences related to the planet in the first Navamsha is never good. Suppose you have sun in the first Navamsha, or you are having sun between 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes. Then your father did a lot of struggle to come up to this extent in life. Your father is a very hard-working person. He did a lot of struggle. He is the child of the mountain. He is the guy who have done rock solid hard work. If the moon is between 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes, then your mother have done a lot of hard work. If Mars is between 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes, then your brother have done a lot of hard work. If Mercury is between 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes, then your maternal uncle or your friends have done a lot of hard work. When Jupiter is between 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes, then your paternal grandfather or your child will have to do a lot of hard work. When Venus is between 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes, then the sisters of your mother or your wife will have to do a lot of hard work. And when Saturn is between 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes, then you yourself have to do a lot of hard work to come to this level. Even when even when Rahu is between 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes, then your paternal grandfather or paternal grandmother have to do a lot of hard work. Whereas when Ketu is between 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes in any sign, in that scenario, your maternal grandfather or your maternal grandmother will have to do a lot of hard work to come up into this level of life. That is one more signification of Sailaputri, the child of the mountain. Being the child of the mountain is an indicative that you have to do a lot of hard work. You have to have heart like a lion, body shaped with challenges, mentality which is very firm and stable because of all the shocks that he went through. Right? So being the child of the mountain essentially hints at the level of penance that the person will have to go through. So the planet in the first Navamsha indicates the relative related to that planet have gone through a lot of hard work first. You know what? Sati got killed by his father. Sati commits suicide by jumping in the fire, which was lit, the fire which was lit by his father only, that's Prajapati. And the reincarnation of Shakti happened as Parvati, the child of Himalayas, the child of the mountains. So there is some very hard past life karma related to the planet in the first Navamsha. That's why he is the child of the mountains. There is a past life sacrifice that is there that comes with the first Navamsha, you know that. You should check this. Whichever planet is in the first Navamsha, in other words, whichever planet is between 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes in any sign, you will be exceptionally blessed with the signification of that planet. If Mercury is between 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes, the person will be a very good speaker. See, he may have a problem related to stammering. He may have low confidence. He may have low self-esteem. He may not be able to talk in front of people. But he will be a highly contemplative and highly intelligent person. The Mercury will be able to manifest himself for the world or not is a different question. But the native himself is blessed with the significations of Mercury if Mercury is on the first Navamsha. Suppose you have Saturn between 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes, that's the first Navamsha. Then in that scenario, what is supposed to happen? People recognize you, people give importance to your hard work, people appreciate you is a different thing. But the person himself, but you yourself, if you are having Saturn between 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes in any sign, then you yourself will be hardworking, punctual. You yourself will be the one who will not have any strong opinions. You will be the one who will adjust with everything. So all the positive traits of Saturn will be there in your personality. If Saturn is between 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes, that's the third technique. for the first Navamsha. Because the sacrifice, Sati died in the fire of his father. And right now Parvati in Sailaputri is portrayed as the child of the mountains. So the first Navamsha does indicate, any planet in first Navamsha indicates that in past life you died because you wanted to achieve the signification of this planet. And for this reason in this life you will be extremely blessed in the signification of that planet. So suppose you have Venus in the first Navamsha. That means in the previous life your last wish or your ultimate aim was either to have a relationship or have a good relationship with your wife. That was the last thing you were working on in your previous life before your death. And for that reason, because in the previous life your last wish was to have a good relationship with your wife, your last wish was to get married, your last wish was to get a good girlfriend, for that reason in this life you have got Venus or the 7th Lord between 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes in any sign, which is an indicative of that in this life you will be blessed with the signification of that planet who's in the first Navamsha. If Venus, then in this life you will be blessed in relationships. This blessing can be of any type. This blessing can also be good relationship, but only one relationship. Or this blessing can also be multiple relationship, but no stability in love. The blessing can go either ways. That is dependent on which type of karma you have done. And the type of karma is to be analyzed based on the Lord of the Navamsha. But that story for some other day, that technique for some other day. Thank you for watching the video. Namaskar.